What's up, everyone? JHEATsportsmedia coming at you. Wanted to talk about a little bit of a discussion that's going on all along social media. I don't know if y'all been paying attention to it at all, but there's been a question going out about who is the better big three between Kobe, Kevin Durant, and Steph Curry versus Kyrie Irving, Michael Jordan, and LeBron James. Now, it's an interesting discussion because it is really, really tough. From a talent perspective, some people may lean towards KD, Curry, and Kobe, unless you just really, really dug in with Michael Jordan and his greatness as, the GOAT to you and however you feel. You may feel that whatever team he's on, that's the best team. Mike and LeBron are truly legit, but I don't think most people would say Kyrie Irving is on the level of any of these players I've mentioned, or at least he's less than, for lack of a better word, because he's just not quite as good as Steph, Kobe, KD, LeBron, or Mike. And that's not putting Kyrie down because he's a legend already. He's going to be a Hall of Famer. No doubt about it. Kyrie is legit, maybe the best handles we've seen. All that being said, let's not forget that chemistry matters, and it really has a lot to do with the makeup of the team. A lot of people get into all this talk these days about super teams. Well, if you got a super team, it's bad for the league, blah, blah, blah. Super teams been around since the league existed. People just changed the definition of what they are. But there's been always great teams, and some of these great athletes have realized over time that teams that prospered and were considered the best of the best, and players on those teams that were considered the best, got all the accolades and all the appreciation, but their teams may have been loaded. So now guys in these day and ages have decided to do what they can to be their own GM, to negotiate player moves throughout the league on their own in order to facilitate a team that they feel can build a dynasty, build a champion, build a winner. And so that's what they're doing. But all of that being said, just because you put a team together don't mean it's going to work. Chemistry is tough. It matters who is your core. It matters who is your leader. It matters who's your coach. And the role players that go around those guys. Just because you got stars don't mean they're going to be legit. So to go back to who's better between Kobe, Kevin Durant, and Steph versus Kyrie, LeBron, and Michael, it really depends, in my opinion, on who is around them. We got to consider that. I mean, it's very, very serious, and it's very, very critical. All my ball players out there who's played organized ball, especially on the D1 level or the pro level, you'd understand what I'm saying. It really matters, because a lot of y'all, I'm sure, think you are a lot better than you get credit for, and you can give anybody work, and you're right. But all that being said, the makeup of a team, the chemistry, and the coach matters. And what I will say when it comes to LeBron, Michael, and Kyrie, LeBron in that situation with that type of big three, he's the most unselfish, the most looking for the right play, pass first guy in the group. And even though he doesn't like to be called a point guard at times, even though he's warmed up to it over the last few years, that's the best role for him on that team. But you got two bona fide scorers, can get a bucket on anybody in MJ and Kyrie. So you don't really need a whole other set of guys that's looking to do the same thing. It's always good to have defenders, always good to have shooters. But guys that want to control the ball, not necessarily great. So when you think about it from that perspective, if LeBron has Kyrie and Mike, he's looking, as far as his starting lineup's concerned, probably two dirty work bigs, power forward and a center that's going to grab boards, rebound, do the dirty work, get the ball to the right people, and can finish, and hopefully hit a free throw when they get fouled. But other than that, you don't need them to do a whole lot because you got Mike and Kyrie putting up the points, and whenever they struggling, LeBron got the ball in his hand anyway, so he's going to get the job done. Then you go to KD, Curry, and Kobe. You got guys that all want to put the ball in the hole. And even though KD is a better passer than he gets credit, and Curry's a better passer than he gets credit, and Kobe is also a better passer than he gets credit, none of them are true point guards. With them, you want to have a true point guard there to really settle things and help get guys involved. I think Curry would take a backseat to Kevin and Kobe and be okay with being that third wheel, but he would actually flourish, probably shoot a high percentage because he'd be open, because Curry is as good as he is. If Kobe and KD are on two sides of the wing, you're going to leave Curry alone as much as you can, other than, you're going to put a hand up, but you're not going to bring two or draw a whole lot of attention to him because Kobe and Durant are two of the best one-on-one players of all time. So that'll aid Curry. So you want a great point guard to decide when to get these three the ball, and a big to get boards because their boarding won't be that great. Kevin Durant's the best rebounder, and he's a decent, good rebounder for a small forward, but he's not a center rebounder type of guy. So that's what you want with these teams. Depending on who's on the team, you tell me who the other two are in the starting lineup, and I better answer the question. Outside of that, I have a hard time answering the question, but holla at your boy. JHEATsportsmedia. Make sure you catch me on Instagram. Make sure you catch me on YouTube. Most importantly, JHEATsportsmedia, and at the Vault JMU414 on Twitter. Holla at your boy. Check me on TikTok too. Appreciate the support. Please subscribe if you like what you hear, and pass along the information. Holla.